Morning, Coach Moser. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to San Diego.
Welcome. Hey, thank you. Good morning.
All right, as usual, please use the raise hand to ask a question. We'll call on everybody and keep this moving quickly. Who would like to go first? Josh.
Yeah, Porter, obviously you guys have played in these before. You played in one last year and won it. Just what can these early season multi-team events do for the team's confidence if you go have a good showing? Obviously, that's off to a great start, but you go beat a couple Power 5 teams. Just what could that do for these guys, this new group, early in the season here?
Well, we're just gonna for us, playing a team like Iowa, it's just the way that how fast they play, how well they run their motion. You got to be on your defense, your transition defense, but your opportunities to play great teams, to play great, quad one and games, and I think for us, our guys are excited, to get in a tournament venue. It also helps you. Preparation, like when you get to your conference tournament, you're in a hotel, you got to prepare the game too. It gives you those kind of scenarios and settings with new teams, prep wise. But no question, our guys are excited to be here, and it's been an awesome venue. We just getting here last night, and no question, we're excited to play with these four teams.
Gracie.
So this is y'all's first game on the road after a 4-game homestand. How good is it for your team to kind of be able to get out there and compete and see what it's like to play some games that aren't at home?
Well, I have the old Rick Majerus thing because of being with him, with Coach, is that we don't really talk to our guys about home, road, neutral. We just talk about playing the right way. I mean, we went on the road and did some scrimmages just to get routine wise. But for us, it's about blocking everything out, being, whether we're home, away, road, we want to play the right way. We want to play, we need to defend. We really need to defend Iowa. We really need to be on top of their transition. They're top 3 fastest paced teams in the country. And then they get you in elite motion offense, which you don't guard a lot. I mean, it's something we don't see a lot. And so our guys are more thinking about that, and then about playing well rather than blocking everything out. And I think that's huge because you're going to play on the road, you're going to play neutral, and we just never separate them. It's just playing how we want to play.
Johnny.
You talked about playing the other 3 teams. How do you kind of look at the competition in this tournament?
It's outstanding. It's really, really good. So that's one of the reasons why we did it. We wanted to play great teams in a tournament setting. You can't get a better venue. This venue is awesome here in San Diego. So just excited with the competition. I mean, great teams.
Kirk.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to know, what does it mean to be able to coach your son, and how do you switch between coach and dad mode?
That's a great question. It's really cool to coach him, to see him every day. At first I was kind of apprehensive, like, how's it going to work? And he doesn't play, but he's part of the scout team in practice every day. I talked to him after practice. I bounced up off him later than I'm like, hey, what'd you think of practice today? And then you switch on the dad mode. We're here in San Diego. I get up at it was 6:30. I went down to the nice hotel workout room, and he's sitting there on the Peloton bike. Next thing you know, we're doing a workout, racing on the Peloton bike together. So that was a cool dad moment, and so it's great. I mean, to see him a ton, and I'm fortunate enough. My daughter's on the women's team. So same scenario. Like we're in the same building with the women. Next thing you know, our training table is the same, and we get to see them. So it's way better than I thought. It's way better than I thought.
What about from their perspective? You ever think that they have dad around too much, since they're, usually most college kids are away from their parents?
It'd be interesting to see if he was really playing a lot, to where I was. That would be interesting. They always tell you either have him be one of the better players or someone that's like running the scout team. But I think they would say it's okay. It's heck, he's getting training table every day. He's not fighting for himself. I mean, he better be grateful. He better be thinking like it's a great deal.
Thank you.
Johnny.
You talked about the arena. Have you seen the arena? What are your first thoughts of Lion Tree?
I'll be able to answer that. We're going to practice over there at noon, so I'll be able to see it then.
Josh.
Yeah, obviously, you were talking just a minute ago about how much the competition and things like that are going to help. But for this team that's got so many new guys, just how much does the road trip, staying in a hotel together, traveling together, help just kind of build that chemistry for this team that's got so many new guys, obviously from last year?
Yeah, I think that's a dynamic for all teams in this day and age, that it's becoming the new normal that you're going to have 8, 9 new guys. And how do you build relationships? Time. So not only, we were on top of this stuff in the summer. We were doing things together, whether it was a retreat, whether it was doing some different things, getting away, trying to build that relationship, time away from basketball. Last night we got in here two nights early, and we went to it. Sometimes you eat at the hotel and you're in and out of your meals. It's catered for you. We went and sat down and had a nice dinner, spent a lot of time together at dinner last night. So those are things that you had to be on top of with this many new guys early on. But it just, that building relationships in the transfer portal era of new guys, you can't spend enough time trying to have the team chemistry, get them to know, do things outside of basketball. But sometimes when you go on a single game as well, that you'll charter flight in, you'll practice at your home, you charter flight in, you sleep, you wake up, you play, and you go back. I mean, it's just so fast. So here in a tournament, we get here on Tuesday. We have a dinner last night. Today we got practice. Then we got a lot of families here. We're doing a Thanksgiving. Then you got night film. Then tomorrow. So you're going to spend some time on this trip, which is sometimes a lot better than these quick road trips when you're chartering in and out. You're not even there 24 hours.
Kirk.
I noticed most of your guys are from the middle or the eastern part of the country. What's it mean to them, do you think, to be able to see San Diego? And when you guys got here, do you notice anything in their reactions? Like, is it eye-popping to them, or they just kind of take it in stride and let's go eat?
Yeah, you know what? I literally, a couple of them made a comment like, I've never been on the West Coast. And they made that comment. And when we were landing, it was gorgeous. It was a sunset. We went over some mountains, and all of a sudden here comes the water and the Navy ships and everything. And it was a real, I saw everybody out, had their phones looking this thing down. It's a spectacular descent into San Diego, especially at sunset. So that was unequivocally, I was looking on our plane, seeing guys in the window looking out with their phones, because it was a spectacular descent into San Diego.
And what can you say about how, they're here to play basketball, but this is one of those life experiences that they're going to have that, a lot of kids wouldn't have?
I've been that way my whole, I know a lot of you guys don't know me, but like, I've been that way my whole career of, hey, when it's time for basketball, we are locked in. When it's time for maybe an educational experience, we might go somewhere on a tour. I mean, all the NCAA tournament runs, I want them to enjoy the moment, enjoy being a part of something like that. But then when it's time for a walkthrough, I mean, I demand laser-like focus, a practice, a film session. It's nothing but blinders on that. But when we're not in those settings, man, I want them to, I'd give anything to be with my teammates again. I played at Creighton. I'd give anything. So I'm very intentional on of the separation. Hey, let's enjoy each other. Let's go see this thing, walk around down right here. And then when it's a film session, to walk through, blinders, laser like what our jobs to do. So we definitely, like last night, we went down to eat, and then we let them walk back. We were only like half a mile. To walk back down that district area was so neat. And I don't want you just to get on the bus, go back forth, and not enjoy it. So we let them, it was early. We let them walk through and kind of enjoy and take it in.
Thank you.
All right, we got time for one more. Otherwise, we'll let Coach go. Coach, any San Diego connections or history for you personally?
Great question. My father-in-law lived in La Jolla for over 20 some years. So yeah, so we went here, he's retired now, but he was in La Jolla for 25 years. So definitely know the absolute gorgeous weather, the people, the atmosphere, just beautiful. And then I've been friends with Brian Dutcher for 30 years in the profession. So Dutch and I, back when he was an assistant at Michigan and I was at Texas A&M, we'd recruit in circles together. And So happy for him for his run last year, but always keep an eye on San Diego State because of my friendship with Dutch.
That's wonderful. Thanks for your time, Coach.
All right, guys.
Take care.
All right, we'll see you.